Clap.
Good morning, everybody. This is Karen O'Neill. I am hosting our Monday morning miracle chat. Oh, what could be better? I am so lucky. And I am happy to welcome you all. We've been saying good morning and smiling at each other all morning. I hope you're thinking of the experiences that you want to share with us today, because this is how we bless each other. This is how we learn from each other. And it's really what gives us like a supercharged start to our week. So we come in here on Monday mornings and we have a little chat. Kind of like Judy Daniels likes to say, it's like sitting at the round table, just sharing our experiences. And I want to remind you that we're not here to claim to treat, diagnose, or cure any named diseases. We don't want to take the place of your doctor. We just have a product that helps your body get in homeostasis and do what it needs to do so you can be the healthiest you've ever been. And that's what we do. So I hope you're thinking of your stories. Please raise your hand and I will call on you and you can tell your stories. And don't worry, if you've told it before, we probably want to hear it again. So think about your best one. What's the best thing that you can think of this morning? Who's going to start? Who's going to be the bestest and get us going? Oh, Michelle Garrett, you're in and you're on.
I just thought of something the other day that's small again, but I keep finding new things that are happening. For about 10 or 15 years, for some reason, the cuticles on my right hand, I don't know if they were damaged or had some kind of a disease or something, but they were very indented. And I used to always like to paint my nails and wear pretty rings, but my cuticles were just indented, probably, I would say a 1/16 of an inch. I don't know if they could really be that far down, but there was a big valley between my finger and my fingernail. And I noticed this weekend when I was painting my nails, they're completely smooth and flat and exactly the way they're supposed to be. And it has to be from the patches because that's all I do different.
That is wonderful. And you know, they say that your fingernails really tell the story of your health. So, I mean, lots of parts of your body do actually, right? So that is awesome. And really, you know, look at my fingernails. These are my own nails. These are not acrylic nails.
Cute.
You know, and they've grown out and that's kind of nice. So yay, Michelle, that's amazing. I love it. Thank you for being first and coming on in.
Welcome.
And we have two more people lined up. We have Zoom user and then John Ward. And I don't know, Zoom user, give us your name and come on in. And then we have Heidi. Well, is it Adele? Were you the Zoom user? No? Well, let's just go with John then, because I don't know where the Zoom user went. Come on in, John. Bless us.
All
You're always
righty.
good at this.
So I did the tummy reduction and shocked. And now I've done a lot. I've been back in the gym. I do intermittent fasting, but in the first 3 days, my waist went from 41 to 38 and a half.
Holy cow.
No kidding. That's what I said.
That's amazing.
Now, so I've done a second round. I just completed, and I'm going to start my third today. Now, I did not lose the inches because what I've gathered with, and I didn't lose any weight. And what I've gathered with this is it's an inflammation killer. And
that makes sense.
So you start high, you go to the middle, and then you go to below your belly button. And it's just pushing all the toxicity and inflammation out, probably ended up in your urine, your bowel movements. So it has, so I just measured this morning. I'm now 37 3/4.
That is amazing.
And so, but I'm doing a lot. So it's not all just the patches. It's my workouts, it's my intermittent fasting, but it's getting rid of the inflammation that we have no control over, because so many things that we're unaware of create inflammation. So that's what I'm gathering. And so it's been and so I committed to do 3 rounds. I'm going to do 3 rounds, and then I'm going to go on a monthly maintenance.
I love that. And John,
Yeah,
I really like it that you mentioned you're doing a lot of things, because one thing Dr. Nicholas always says is whatever you're doing, when you're using the patches, it works better. And honestly, if we don't work on our lifestyle and what we put in our bodies and our movement, the patches are only going to go so far. So you're doing it right, mister. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And wear them during the day, not at night, because you're active. So don't do this process at night, because I've had someone that did it and nothing happened. But it only makes sense. You have to do it at night or during the day when you're active.
Okay. And do we have that posted on Live Younger? Does anybody know?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys, if you want that tummy reduction protocol, go on Live Younger and look at it. I know you need SP6, glutathione, and is it Eon?
Eon.
Yeah, because I did it for a few days, but I have to get some SP6. So I ran out. So, okay. Thank you, John. You guys, that's good. I'm going to do it. I never measured anything, so now I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, because I know that we've got kind of an interest going. Carol, did you have a question?
No, I was going to put my hand up. My electronic hand isn't working and I can't find it.
Oh, don't worry about your hand. We're going to go Heidi. Oh, where did Adele go? Adele, is your hand still up? Because you'll be after Heidi, then Sunshower, and then Carol.
Okay.
All right. So come on in, Heidi.
Good morning. I have a quick X39 Alavita patch wear story to share. I'm a 52-year-old mother of 7, and I took a picture on the day that I enrolled as a distributor on March 28th, and I put it on my business cards. And then I took an after picture on May 3rd, having started X39 on February 22nd. My sponsor had gifted me 30-day supply of X39. I started it February 22nd, and then I went on Alavita May 26th. So I was doing a combination of X39 during the day, Alavita on my third eye at night. Now, I don't have very good lighting, but I just found out yesterday at an event that I did, not yesterday, Saturday, I handed out all of those business cards because I just wanted to get rid of them, because they said, you look so much more vibrant. So apparently my skin changed its skin tone, like the color and the vibrancy and the brightness. I didn't notice it, but I always was handing out my after picture where I would handwrite my information, and my before picture, which was on my business card. And I was amazed, and I literally started looking at it and I'm like, I am brighter. My skin looks brighter. So that's just my brightness story. I have no idea how that affects the skin tone, but it did.
That is awesome. And isn't that fun to share that way? I love it. Oh, you're brilliant. Awesome. And your voice is bright. I can tell it's making you happy. I want to interject something in here too, because of, you're using the X39 and it works on the skin. I don't know if you're kind of new, you may not have heard, but whenever we listen to David, he mentions that you tolerate the sun better and you don't burn as easy. So I'm going to quickly just interject my little thing, because I used to burn in 30 minutes always. And I went to Mexico 3 times last year. I did burn twice, but that was only when I was in the sun, couldn't get out of it for about 7 hours, and it was gone in a day or two. So I want you guys to notice about the sun. Don't go out and get burnt though.
Well,
Anyway,
I can attest to that as well. I can attest to that as well, because my skin, I'm a parkour style runner. I literally work from home and I take 15-minute breaks. I don't have time to put sunscreen on, and I have never burned in the last 3 months.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, it's so cool, because I used to have to stay out.
The other thing with sunburn is glutathione also works as an UV protector from the inside out.
Awesome. And the night cream, Alavita, is really good if you get a sunburn. That's what David says. So you guys there, that, and it's summer, so that's really appropriate. Okay, I guess we better move on. I'm sorry I butted in, but I thought it was important because I keep forgetting to tell you all about that. All right. Oh, Adele, there you are.
I apologize. I'm pet sitting 5 dogs and there was a delivery at the front door. So it got a little loud. I just wanted to reiterate, and I'm not sure who spoke about the hands, but my father was a hand surgeon who died in 1981. So a long, long time ago. And I grew up hearing him say you could tell everything about a person by their hands and fingernails. So I just thought I would reiterate that from a medical standpoint. And my nails certainly are much healthier now. They were really brittle and not doing well. So I'm sure that's X39. I've used it since September. But and I went on a 3-week protocol that did not include X39. So I was off of it for 3 weeks, which I personally won't do again because the hair in my hair was all coming in darker. I still had some scattered gray, but I used to be, that white line people get when you're just like a halo of white. I used to have that, and I'm ready to color my hair, and it's pretty darn, there's just a little bit of gray, but the gray started coming out here in that 3 weeks that I wasn't using X39. So that's just a little insight. We need to wear it daily. And that's all I wanted to say. I just thought I'd share that about the nails and my cuticles. You don't think about your cuticles, but my cuticles seem healthier as well. So I love these products.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is awesome. Thank you. That was fabulous. This could be part nail, part finger day too. And anything else you want to share? All right. So, all right. So we're going on to, I believe it's Sunshower, and then Michelle, and then Jennifer. You're still muted. There you go.
I just hit it. Okay. So I have a couple things to say. For those that weren't here last week when I mentioned this story, I'd like to repeat it. Since I was 4 years old, I haven't had a sense of smell, thanks to a dental procedure where they put the thing over your nose. I was a little girl, and I guess they OD'd me on that. And so I've not been able to smell until 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
So that's 69 years of not being able to smell. And now because of my consistency with X39,
Right.
I'm smelling everything, good or bad.
Wow. I'm glad you reshared that. That is so big. It's a big, huge deal.
And just 2 other really quick things. I'm doing the tummy protocol, haven't lost any inches yet. And I've been doing this for, I think 2.5 weeks. So I'm ready to catch up with John Ward there. I'm not sure if there's something I'm not doing right, but I'm drinking water, intermittent fasting. I'm doing the plank every day. I'm doing yoga. So
maybe you don't have a lot of inflammation. You just might not, maybe you don't have inflammation. I mean, that's a possibility. Because that's what I would think. I would think otherwise you'd see a difference.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So just an idea.
And I'm going to just speak for a young woman that just came on to my team this past week. And I don't think she's here, though I'm wondering about Galaxy Note 10. If that's you, Jody, it'd be wonderful to hear from you personally. But I'm so excited to share this. She just joined Tuesday, got her product Friday. And let's see, she wore her X39 for all day Friday. And the next morning when she woke up, her vision was better. The MS for 23 years. She was an early onset at 19. And then the next morning when she got up, I guess one of her legs really, really shakes as she wakes up every day. It wasn't shaking.
Wow.
2 days.
That
we'll
is
see.
huge.
Yeah.
You just have to remember not to name any disease states, but that is amazing. That is amazing. Oh, we all do it sometimes, Sunshower.
What would you say for that one? I don't know. Nerve.
Well,
muscular,
neurological that make what? Who had something?
Muscular, neurological. My husband had that for almost all of his life. So
thanks, Carol. Yeah.
say it. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's
There you go. I know it's tough.
autoimmune challenge. Autoimmune challenges that affect the nervous system and the motor system.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. All of that it's impactful. And, the things that have going on for years and years, and then they start going away after you start using the patches. As we get older, we keep packing on. We have a lot of years. We're just not old. It's awesome. Thank you, Sunshower. And I think it's Michelle, and then Jennifer, then Barnsley, and then Carol. Or should I say
Good morning,
CJ?
Karen.
No, it's Carol's fine.
Okay. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, honey. Great to see you this last weekend. So someone had put in the chat, I think it's Bob Dunbar, and I asked, and I don't know if he's still on the call, but he said that he saw an interview where David Schmidt was talking about that he has proof that he can build a human Faraday cage with the patches to protect people against EMF radiation. And I would like to know where that interview is. And I would love to know where we can find that. Does anyone on the call know about that? Where David is actually talking about it?
I'll put a link in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
But somebody save that for me, because I can't get in there while I'm hosting. I know we're meeting afterwards. Some of us, one of you girls can help me. Don't know which one. Thank you. Okay, that's a good question, Michelle. Thank you for that.
Get back.
And he does say that the X49, X39 combo also does that. So that's pretty cool, but it would be neat to see that interview. Okay, let's march on along forward. You guys are blessing this community. It's wonderful. Come on in, Jennifer.
Hi, everybody. Jennifer Porter. I've been really enjoying my use of the patches for the last few months with X39 in particular, and noticing skin changes and general vitality. But I actually have a question for a friend who's been dealing with a long haul situation. And what is the protocol, or where do I go to get her resources?
Does anybody know? I do not know.
No.
Someone has a hand up there, I see.
Yeah, but I think that's because they're going to go next.
I'll jump in.
Thanks, Robin.
Really, and this is good for everyone to know, and you've heard me say this many times, the 3 patches, X39, EN, and glutathione. X39 is going to regenerate the damaged cells. EN's going to reduce the inflammation, and glutathione is going to enhance the immune system. We've had many people that have really come to the other side of that. And of course, we always tell them about hydration. So I've had many people have great success. And that really is the same protocol for just about everything. Or not everything, but a lot of things. And of course, there's other uses for the other patches. And if there's pain, add Ice Wave. But that should help them get through it much quicker.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's the powerful patch trifecta.
Yes.
And you always win. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Robin. I really appreciate you coming in and sharing that. Okay, Barnsley. Thank you. This is great. I'm loving hearing you guys' comments, questions, stories.
Hey, you all. Let's see if I can start my video. I'm in Virginia Beach with some sweet friends. So there's a lot going on. But
there you are.
I wanted to share. Hi. Yeah. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Good.
I see that beautiful
So I wanted to share something really cool. And I know we're not supposed to talk about conditions, but I had symptoms of a lot of pain in my intestines and my back from a diagnosis of diverticulitis some time ago. And once in a while I have a flare up, and I had a flare up a few weeks ago. And I was really in pain in my front and my back, and I was laying in bed. And I am the kind of person who jumps out of bed and is like, yay, another day. But I was hurting really bad. And I called Connie, or sent Connie a message, my upline, and she said, put on the X39. So I put the X39 on right below my belly button. And within 20 minutes, all the pain was gone. And I jumped out of bed.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so exciting because, with that kind of thing, they put you on antibiotics and blah, blah, blah. And I usually maintain it with Reiki. I have no issue, but once in a while, like once a year, I get a little flare up. So I was really thrilled about that. Just wanted to share it.
That would be thrilling. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, well, that was one more great story. Let's go on to Carol.
Well, I did share this over the weekend just on Friday night, but there's probably some people here that didn't get to hear all that. I have a link here to a lady who just moved out of Colorado to Florida, and she was looking forward to, being able to enjoy the sunshine, the beach, and walk and things like that. And she sent a wonderful little message just a few days before the meeting this weekend, and she mentioned that when she got up, she does have this foot problem, and she put X39 on that and another the ice wave, and was able to get up and do her day and get going to the beach. But when she got out of the car at the beach, she said, I could almost have used a wheelchair. The pain was so bad. And so then she looked down at her foot and she thought, maybe if I just move the white patch over a little bit, it seemed to be another area that seemed to be calling for the white patch. So she shifted it, and immediately the pain dropped from a 9-10 to 1-2. She was able to get out of the car, go about getting down to the beach, enjoy seeing the walk out on the wharf. And she said that before that, she was even thinking she was going to ruin the whole outing because of her husband wanting to do this. And he's healthy and does golfing every day. And she was thinking, well, we're just going to have to go home. But she said it worked out that they were able to enjoy the day. And it was because she used her intuition and her thinking, and she moved that patch over a little bit and got the relief that she needed, and was so happy to have the patch because she's only used them for a few months and she's still learning. But I really enjoyed having her share that with us.
That is awesome. Carol, thank you for sharing. I'm glad you shared it on here because it's huge. Sometimes you think, oh, they're not working, and you just move them a little bit and there's that other miracle. It feels like a miracle, doesn't it? It's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And Diane, come on in. I can't hear you, Diane. But it doesn't look like you're muted.
Now?
Oh, on the now, it came in.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know, we went to lunch or to dinner 2 weeks ago, and our waitress was just the neatest person. And she was from California. She's moved to North Carolina, and she had some horses that she was going to have to put down. And I had my X39 with me. And so I said, take these 3 or 4 patches and put them on the horse. And she said, well, I'm going to have to put him down, but if it will help his last days go easier, then I'll try it. So we went back Friday night, and we went in, and she said, oh, I've been waiting to see you. She said, I put the horse down. She said, and she had put so much fly spray on his coat that the patches wouldn't stay on. But she had a shoulder that she needed to have surgery on. She put the patch on her shoulder. And so she had spread them out over those couple of weeks, all 4 of the patches. And she said, and tonight is the first night I can raise my arm like this and I have no pain. She said, where do I get these patches and what are they? So I just thought that was so exciting that you share for one thing, but you get all kinds of good results out of them.
Absolutely. I feel bad for the horse, but I'm really happy for her.
It was 22 years old.
And you know what? I horses are important, but I kind of think she takes precedence and priority.
I do too. So she's ordering hers now. So that's fantastic.
Oh, that is such a happy story. I love it. And I haven't seen any other hands up. If you have a story, please put your hand up. We love to hear your stories. Thank you so much, Diane, for that. That was so fun. And put your hand up. I'm going to share my stepdaughter's story. My husband was quite a bit older than me, so my stepdaughter is not a whole lot younger than me. And she's awesome, but she had, and I'm not going to mention a disease or anything, but before the patches, almost every month, she would end up in the hospital. Her pancreas would get all inflamed. There's my Zoom user. You're next, honey. Anyway, then almost every month she'd have to go because she couldn't eat or drink anything for about 7 days whenever this would flare up. And she was in that hospital almost every single month. After she started using the patches, and she, you look at those and you trust somebody, but you look and you think, I don't think they're going to do anything. In the last 3 years, instead of going to the hospital every month, she's only had 2 times she had to go to the hospital. Think about that. Think about that. I'm 3 years. Isn't that cool? So, all right. Well, let's go to that Zoom user and give us your name, please. And don't forget to unmute. There you go.
Yeah, that's what we did last time. So we're both in Florida right now, and I had just got some bites from those. What are they? No seams?
No seams. They hurt.
They itch.
Oh,
is there
itch.
any kind of
Okay.
protocol? Yeah. Any
I would
kind of
think-
protocol with the?
I would put Eon and glutathione right there because you've got the antioxidant and the anti-inflammatory. But what anybody else?
Okay,
What do you
yeah,
say? That
okay.
just came to my head, but I don't really know.
And they're on my arms and like my ankles. So should I put one of them on one and another on the other? On top of them, or what?
I would say, for me, I would just say do
Any
what
thought-
you think. But let's see if somebody who's a little more knowledgeable comes in. Anybody have that experience? I guess I'd say follow your intuition and just try different spots. Pardon?
I can interject a quick, if you use cotton swabs and put liquid silver, and then clear it topically, and then put the patch on and wear the patch at night.
Oh yeah, and colloidal silver is awesome. That's what you're talking about, right? Colloidal silver.
Yeah.
Colloidal, I'm sorry, I
So the
pronounced it
patch
wrong.
That's okay. Thank you. That's a good idea. I always have some of that, so I'm going to try that next time something bites me. If it has the audaciousness to do such a thing.
I know. Somebody had mentioned alcohol, and that has definitely helped. So that's just that has helped. I was just wondering if the healing could be.
I don't know whether this would work, but when I got stung by wasp about 2 months ago, and I got on and looked for bee stings, and it was Stack Ice Wave, believe it or not. Put the tan on it and stacked the white one right on top of it, and man, it worked.
Oh, cool.
Thank
If
you.
I can interject, activated charcoal, which you want to get in capsules. If you open the capsule, put it in a little dish, and only add a drop or two of water, make a little paste, or any kind of insect thing like that.
Is she getting
You do that. Of course, the patches are wonderful because you can get more lasting. Have to keep reapplying that charcoal, the fur thing especially.
These are all great ideas.
Thank you so much.
And I love it. This is what David does too. He tells us things that maybe aren't patch related to help us with things that are going on, because we might as well use all the tools in our arsenals.
I use
awesome.
super tonic.
For insect bites, zinc oxide, I stuck it in the chat, and also lavender essential oil, if you have any of that, are really good for bites too.
Yeah, this is the season.
Yeah,
awesome.
We use super tonic. We use super tonic on, especially like on tick bites. If you put super tonic on it, we use a little piece of cotton, a couple of drops of super tonic, and then put some tape over it. It doesn't even itch at all. Takes the itch away.
I've never even heard of super tonic. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I have to research that.
I haven't either. Where can we get that?
I know you used to be able to get it. I know it's a Dr. Schultz thing. It's a remedy that we make our own super tonic. It's like equal portions of juiced garlic, horseradish, white onion, cayenne, apple cider vinegar, and it works spectacular. If I'll get a tick bite and I put my super tonic on it, and then I'll take like 1 or 2 dropperfuls of super tonic internally, my tick bites, they don't even itch.
Wow. Well, that's cool. It's interesting. Thank you. And we have one more hand up. And so I really love all the advice. Oh, we have 2? Okay, well, I see Bill's. Who else has got their? I can't always see him, I guess. Who?
My Rita Losay.
Oh, Rita. Okay. Bill, let's let Rita go, and then we'll let you go, Bill. Is that okay? All right. Thank you. I knew you'd be a gentleman.
So mine's a quick non-patch. I keep a rosemary plant in my garden, here on the coast of Maine, where we have beaucoup mosquitoes and lots of midges. And when they start to bother me, I'll go and take some rosemary, rub it on my hands, rub it on my skin. I smell good, and the mosquitoes don't like it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. What a great community. We are just full of information, and what a great way to share. Thank you. Okay, Bill, come on in.
Thank you so much, Karen, for starting off the week in such a cheerful, positive, hopeful, exciting way. I mean, we really needed that this morning. Thanks so
Isn't
much.
it fun? It's
Oh,
fun.
you did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, John, come on back in, and then I'm going to turn it over to Robin, Gregory, or whichever one of those is taken over, or both. Come on in, John.
I don't know whether I should say this, but I'm going to. I got an email this morning. There is a bill that's attached to the FDA that's going to make approval for supplements really difficult.
Ooh.
So I will, if with Robin and Gregory's approval, you can write your congressman. I've already done it over a week ago, but it's getting closer and closer. It's Senator Durbin and Braun who are hooked up with the pharmaceutical companies, and they're trying to make it very regulatory, which would mean that the products would get really expensive and lots of companies would go away.
Ooh, okay. Thank
that
you. I'll
might
let
be-
Robin and Gregory chime in when they come in. And we have Zoom user again, but we got to wrap it up pretty quick. So thank you, John. That's important, in my opinion. So Zoom user, come back. I forgot what your name was already, and you're still muted. No hand. It was an accident. Okay, never mind then. Hey, Robin and Gregory, I'm going to turn it over to you. You guys have all been wonderful. Thank you for coming in and sharing this morning with us, everybody. And thanks everyone for sharing who did. Thank you.
Thank you
Cool.
very much.
Thank you.
Well, gosh, thank you so much, Karen. You always do such a great job. And thank you everyone for being on this call. What a great way to start our week and our Mondays with this Monday morning miracle call. And I just wanted to comment, John, I'm not aware of that bill, but I'll look forward to finding out more about it. But I want to remind everybody, you may or may not know that a few decades ago, I think it was in the 1980s, there was an attempt to make nutritional vitamins prescription only. And Senator Orrin Hatch and a few other people sponsored a bill and that went through Congress, and they had more support, more people wrote to Congress in support of that bill than any bill in American history. So people won't give up their nutritional products, that's for sure. And so I'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll put that up the flagpole. That might be something David might want to address if it is a fact, because we could probably get a few 100,000 people writing in about that.
Yeah, I do think it's something we should all pay attention to.
Yeah. So thanks very much, John. And certainly thank you, everyone. And I want a special thanks to all of our friends in Colorado. Rob and I had a spectacular time in Fort Collins, down in Colorado Springs, and up in Boulder. And we love and miss you guys, and can't wait to get back there. But we're going to ask a few of you to share a little bit tonight. But we also have a brand new director, Connie Ward, under Dr. Tiana. And so I think she's going to be on sharing some of her. She's not.
I told you she can't make it tonight.
Oh, Robin told me, but I wasn't listening. She's not going to be on tonight.
We will celebrate her another time.
We'll celebrate her another time. But but we do have a new director, and maybe we'll have her sponsor talk about it. But we'll have some good stuff to share. It's Monday. There's always stuff to share, and I know the company has some announcements they're going to be making. And so I just want to say thank you, everyone. This is available immediately for replay on our Facebook group, and within the next few hours, I'm sure it'll be up in our YouTube channel. So if you want to unmute yourself and say goodbye, now's a good time to do that. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Glad you got
Thank
home
you.
safely. We enjoyed your trip so much.
Bye, everyone. Have a
I
great
enjoyed your
week.
visit. Thank you for coming. Can't wait to see you again.
Y'all are amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
A good week, everybody.
Bye.
Sayonara.